Okay, welcome everyone. Now we are actually going to be using the quadratic formula for its main purpose. We're going to use the entire thing. Whatever answer we get, that is going to give us the x-intercepts for the quadratic idea that we're looking at. So down here, you can see our question is find the value for, in this case, n, that would make this statement true. Now, just realize that this is just the variable that this program picked. It could easily be x. So we're trying to solve for n or solve for x. Okay, so for this particular problem, if we were to look at this, it's already in standard form. One side already equals 0. So we know that a is 15. Okay, we know that b is negative 22. And we know that c is positive 8. Okay, so I'm just getting that from the formula. Again, the n's are really, we could say, x's for what we are used to. So when I set this up, I'm going to say that x is going to equal negative b. Well, if b is negative 22, the opposite of that is positive 22. Okay, then I have a plus or minus and a big square root. In there I have to do b squared, so a negative 22 squared. Okay, minus 4 times a, which is 15, times c, which is 8. And all of that is over 2a, or 2 times 15. So that's kind of the setup. So I suggest you do that first, get that written down, okay, and then we try to simplify some more. Okay, so the first part, 22, just kind of stays like that. Okay, in the square root, I want to know what negative 22 squared is. Now, anytime you square a number, it's going to be positive. So do keep that in mind. If I square negative 22, I should get positive 484. So if you type that into your calculator and you get negative, it probably means you haven't quite typed it in correctly. It should be negative 22 in parentheses, and then you square it. Then I have 4 times 15 times 8. So 4 times 15 times 8. I'm just doing this on my calculator. I get 480. Okay, I'm going to be subtracting that. So minus 480. And it's all over 2 times 15, which is 30. Okay, so we simplify that just a little bit. So we have 22 plus or minus 484 minus 480 is 4. So I square root of 4, all divided by 30. And square root of 4 is just a 2. So we have 22 plus or minus 2 all over 30. Okay, so we're getting really, really close. Again, just got to make sure that the work is kind of making sense for you. At this point, though, we kind of have two branches to this. Okay, so I could have a branch where we say we have 22 plus 2 over 30. And I could have another branch where I say we have 22 minus 2 over 30, because remember, it's plus or minus the 2. If I do the first part, I'm going to get 24 over 30. If I do the next part, I get 20 over 30. Okay, now, we'll have to look at what this program likes. I am thinking that for some of these answers, we're not going to get super nice numbers. So I'm going to suggest that we try as much as we can just to simplify our fractions. Again, try it. If you happen to get an answer that is marked wrong, but it's pretty much correct, I should be able to see that in your work. So don't stress about this part. But I do notice that for the first numerator, I can divide both parts by 2. So I get 12 over 15. Those I can divide by 3. So I get 4 over 5. And that's going to be one answer that I put in. Okay, here I can divide both by 10, I guess. So I get 2 over 3. So when I go to my answers, okay, they should allow me to put in a couple different ones. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to go 4 divided by 5. And then maybe a comma. When I put a comma in it, now it allows me to enter a second one in. So 2 divided by 3. And that's what I want to put in as my answers. Let's see what happens here. Submit my answer. Yes, that sounds good. Okay, I got the right answer. So again, what this means is 4/5 and 2/3, which is really 0.8 and 0.6 repeating. Those are the x-intercepts for this original equation.